Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they won't come. Selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway on a Monday night. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. There he goes, left side. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Miles Sanders. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Screenplay, here's Etienne. The Seahawks at a woeful 1-12 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. First down, they'll run with Chubb. Dajon Jones in on the tackle there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. Hits Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. James Prochet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Escapes the defender. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Flush to his right. Completes it to Quick. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 33 and a first.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Throwing is Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Sanders is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll try to run with Sanders. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Nick Muse, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside. Zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they work this out past the 25. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Shit. Big Ace. Hey, Ace. Whoa.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. ETN up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10. 126 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Hey, thumbs up.
Here's Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run again with Hines. And they get him behind the line. So that short gain on first down quickly negated. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton from 17 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
In motion right is Wilson. First down, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And Wilson with it, complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Here's Hurts to throw.
Damn, I hate this game load.
Took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When they approach this drive, got a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He completes it to Wilson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They run with Hines. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Murray again. Slant complete to Etienne. And he gets it down to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts on the move to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines, 64 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gay now set to kick it off. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Dancing to his left. Fighting through pressure. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, it's Murray. That is caught, and he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That one complete to Crochet. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Penalty's not what they needed here. 1st and 15. And he's brought down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 2nd down, goal to go.
At the 7-yard line.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Here's Murray. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. Right, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space from the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. A beautiful fake. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll run again. He stiff arms him, shelling through the defense. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This